Hey guys, today I'm going to be warning you about 5 different items that you should avoid and not dropship on AliExpress, especially if you are a newbie. Now, some of these items will lose you money because they convert horribly. So if you try and sell them, you'll lose money running Facebook ads because they're basically doomed to fail from the start. And the other items will potentially lose you money because of the fact that they have risky items that are basically begging to get your PayPal and Stripe accounts shut down due to disputes, refunds, and chargebacks. So to find out what these 5 items are, keep watching this video. Alright, let's start out by talking about the first item, but before I do that, I want to make this video a little bit more interesting. Now, I'm going to show you this item, and I'm going to give you 5 seconds to think about why you should not dropship this item and you should avoid it. And if you get the answer right, you get 10 points. Yay! Alright, so here's the first product, this little pink dog paw necklace. Can you figure out what is wrong with this product? 5 seconds, go! Time is up. Alright, so what's wrong with this product is that it is extremely risky and could potentially be a massive trap. Why? Well, because take a look at it. While there are lots of orders showing that this product has plenty of sales potential, there are very few reviews for this product. I remember once being told a story about a new dropshipper that got burned because they took a risk on an unproven product that had very few reviews. There was a super hot cultural trend happening at the time, but there were very few products on AliExpress for it. One of the products on there was a t-shirt, and again, it had very few reviews. Well, this guy decided to take a chance, so he advertised it on Facebook and boom! It started selling like crazy. It was his very first winning product, and within weeks he was making hundreds of dollars a day. Pretty awesome, right? Well, it was for the first 2 to 3 weeks while the items were in transit. And then 4 weeks went by, and 5 weeks went by, and 6 weeks went by. And each subsequent week, he was getting more and more emails from customers saying that they did not get their t-shirts. Now, admittedly, this was partially his fault because he had advertised his product as having worldwide shipping. And as I said in my video last week, 10 things to do before you start dropshipping, that is a very bad idea. Shipping to all countries is not equal, and guess what? As a newbie, he hadn't gone through the hundreds of countries that AliExpress suppliers ship to and checked to see if their shipping options were fast and efficient. But it was also the supplier's fault because of the fact that they weren't experienced in manufacturing and shipping out this level of volume for this product. He took a risk on an unproven product, and he ended up paying a hefty price. For months and months afterwards, he was giving out refunds. Now, luckily, this story does have a happy ending. Today, he is a successful 6-figure dropshipper. He has learnt from his mistakes, and hopefully you will learn from them as well. Alright, let's move on to the second product that you shouldn't dropship. Remember, if you got this product correctly, you have 10 points. To be honest, figuring out why the next product is a no-no should be pretty easy, so if you get that one right, you only get 5 points. Okay, so here is the second product, this coffee mug. You've got 5 seconds to figure out why this product should be avoided. Go! Time is up. Alright, so the reason why you should not dropship this product is because of the fact that it contains a trademark from Star Wars. As I've discussed before on this channel, and surprisingly, one of my more popular videos, How to Not Get Sued When Dropshipping, selling products that contain trademarks is a really bad idea. Why? Well, because it is highly illegal. These products sell like crazy, which is what makes them so tempting. Products that contain trademarks from popular franchises and brands will always sell really well. But selling them is a really bad idea. For one thing, these products get taken off of AliExpress really quickly because of the fact that they're illegal. And so it is only short-term money. And secondly, as I described in my video, How to Not Get Sued, and I do think that everyone should watch it, so I will include a link to it in the description below, if you try and dropship these items, you really risk the police coming and knocking at your door. So even though it requires more testing and work, stick to selling items that don't infringe upon copyrights and trademarks. Okay, did you get it right? If so, add 5 points to your total. If you have no points, that's okay, because you can catch up. The next product is worth 15 points. Alright, so here is the third product. You've got 5 seconds to figure out why you should not dropship this. Go! Time is up. Alright, let's see if you got it right. The reason why you should avoid dropshipping this item is it is really boring. It's just a white beanie. I mean, it's a nice white beanie, but it's still just a white beanie that you can buy basically anywhere. Look, something I get asked a ton is why would people buy AliExpress products from you for a markup when they can go direct to AliExpress or even Amazon and buy them for cheaper? And that's a great question. And let me tell you why. It's because good dropshippers know how to get their customers to impulse buy. Impulse buying is extremely powerful. There is a reason why supermarkets put chocolate bars at the checkouts. It's so that when you see it, you think, why not? And you just throw it in with the rest of your groceries. You don't need that chocolate bar, and you probably shouldn't buy that chocolate bar, but it's right there in your face, and so you impulse buy it. To impulse buy something, you need to have a really strong emotional reaction to it where you think, wow, I really want to buy that. So take this coffee mug here, a staple on wholesale Ted. It's got this cute little guitar as the mug's handle. This mug sells like crazy on AliExpress, and it doesn't take a genius to figure out why that is. It's because that mug is perfect for people that love playing guitar and also love drinking hot drinks. If you create a Facebook ad targeting those people showing off this mug, then they're gonna look at it and think, wow, I really want to buy that. But that's not all. Good dropshippers then combine this strong, impulsive emotion with a sense of scarcity, which is exactly what supermarkets do with their chocolate bars. Think about it. You're at the checkout and your groceries are going down the conveyor belt, and so you've probably only got about a minute before all of your groceries are scanned. And that means that you've got just 1 minute to make a decision. Do you go ahead and buy that chocolate bar that you now really want, or do you leave it behind and miss out? And that is scarcity. You have a limited amount of time to make a decision. And so you take action and you buy that chocolate bar right now before the opportunity disappears. And so what good dropshippers do is they run limited time offers, and oftentimes they will use countdown timers to stress the point that yes, this is a limited time offer. Not only does the customer now really want this mug, but they believe you when you say that you've only got 12 in stock at 60% off, and so they need to take action right now before they miss out. And so what do? They act and they buy it right now. They don't go and price check it against AliExpress or Amazon because they believe that they're getting a great deal right now. So here is the problem with boring products. They do not create strong, impulsive emotions in the customer. And it's very difficult to create a sense of scarcity or urgency. It's super easy to go to your local mall and find a billion white beanies. There is no urgency there. But try going to your local mall and finding the guitar mug. You will not find one. So avoid boring generic products and stick to selling special, unique products instead. Okay, so let's move on to the fourth product. I think this one will also be pretty easy to figure out why you shouldn't dropship it. So if you get it right, you only get 5 points this time. Here it is. On the left is a product that would be good to dropship. On the right is a product that you should not dropship. What is wrong with the product on the right? You have 5 seconds. Go! And that's it. 5 seconds is up. Let's see if you got it right. The reason why you should not dropship the product on the right is because unlike the product on the left, the product on the right does not have e-packet shipping as an option. I won't go in depth on this because I've talked a lot about it on this channel, but as a newbie, you should really be sticking to shipping options that have an estimated delivery time of between 2 to 3 weeks. By doing this, you'll have a lot less customer support issues and you're going to get a lot less emails from people asking questions like, where is my item? It hasn't arrived yet. It's going to make running your dropshipping store simpler and smoother. I don't care if you find an item that you think is going to be a high converting product. If it doesn't have e-packet shipping as an option and you're shipping to the United States, skip it. Alright, so we've got one final product, and this is a big one. If you can figure out why you should not dropship this product, you get 15 points. Okay, so here is the 5th product that you should not dropship. You've got 5 seconds to figure out why that is. Go! And that's it. Time is up. Let's see if you won the 15 points. So the reason why you should not dropship this item is because the photos for it are terrible. And why is that? Well, it's because of the fact that the photos do not really showcase why this item is unique and special. And that is something to keep in mind. For some products like this guitar mug here, the way it looks is what makes it unique and special. And so simply taking a photo of it is enough to showcase what makes it original. Coming back to the wine bottle opener though, what makes it kind of cool is that, as this video shows, when you use it, you can watch the cork wind up through the see-through tube. But if you look at the photos, they don't really show that feature. They just show the bottle opener itself, and the actual item itself does not look particularly exciting or interesting. And to be honest with you, I think that this product isn't really that exciting, and I think that it would probably be quite difficult to sell as a front-end product, but it could potentially work as an upsell. But even if you did come up with an amazing pitch for it, or you found a great product to pair it with, the photos still suck. And photos are the most important part of your product ad and listing. Great photos showcase what makes an item unique and special, and amazing photos can basically sell an item by itself. Now, something to keep in mind is that over time, as you earn more money, if you find a product on AliExpress that has terrible stock photos, then you will have the money and resources to purchase that product and then take your own photos of it. But in the beginning, most new dropshippers are understandably going to rely upon the stock photos that the supplier provides, and a product that has bad photos will not sell. So don't even try. Alright, tally time. How many points did you get? Remember that product 1 was worth 10 points, product 2 was worth 5 points, product 3 was worth 15 points, product 4 was worth 5 points, and product 5 was worth 15 points. Let me know how many points you got in the comment section. And if you have any questions about this video, be sure to ask them in the comment section. Here at Wholesale Ted, we do get a lot of questions, but we try and answer as many as we can. And if you appreciated the honest advice in this video, then we'd love it if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe to us here at Wholesale Ted for more great videos about selling online. And when you subscribe, be sure to click that little notification bell next to it so that you don't miss out on any of our videos. And if you would like even more training about dropshipping, then remember we have a premium step-by-step video training course called the Dropship Club. It is an exclusive video training series that is perfect for beginners, and it shows you how to build a dropshipping business from start to finish. And you can find a link on how to get access to the Dropship Club in the video description below. And before you run away, I've got one last freebie I'd like to offer you. Here at Wholesale Ted, we have a free ebook, How to Make $10,000 a Month Online with Dropshipping. You'll find a link on how to download this ebook in the video description below.